The cool thing for the investors is there's a lot of cash flow that continues to flow while we're doing the renovations, and the cash flow gets better and better. Now, flip that into new development.
What's the number one secret to investing in, build to rent and in commercial real estate that you found so far?
Yeah. So let's unpack this. Let's rewind this train a little bit. I got started in multifamily and apartment buildings, and largely what we do is we buy underperforming or distressed apartment buildings, and we flip them, kind of like you flip a house. It's a value add scenario. When you flip a house, you sell it a little bit later for more money. Well, what we do in apartment buildings is we flip it over multiple years. We keep occupancy high, right? We'll do maybe 10 units at a time renovation, then put new tenants in at higher rents and keep churning. But the cool thing for the investors is there's a lot of cash flow that continues to flow while we're doing the renovations, and the cash flow gets better and better. Now, flip that into new development. You don't get the cash flow, there's no occupants. Investors get in when we cut dirt. You can get in with, from a purchasing standpoint, purchasing land, you get in with this big loan, builder's loan, that you only pay interest on as you draw it. So then we cut dirt, we put roads, we put utilities in, and then we turn around and we start building the homes. We call it horizontal multifamily. So we'll build these small starter homes, we call them, like 1,000 square foot, 1,500 square foot, 2-bed, 3-bed. Rather than living in an apartment, you're living in a small home. We have property management, on-site maintenance, all the amenities. It's like a really nice Class A apartment complex, but we're building it with single family homes. So out of all of this, you create this community that is worth a ton of money, and you bought in for very little because, for one, you bought a piece of land and then you turned it into roads and sidewalks and utilities, and then you turned it into these single families. As we build these single family homes, say we do 10 at a time, we start filling 10 at a time, then we work on the next 10. The cash flow starts flowing from there. But you can imagine, we buy a piece of land, I'm just going to use made up numbers, buy a piece of land for $1 million. We put 10 million into it to build houses, and it sells for 30 million. So the growth on your money is quite large. And there's a little bit of cash flow. It just takes a little while to get there.
Okay, cool. Let me unpack a little bit of that. So maybe most traditional value add real estate, you buy an existing building, you rehab it, and you keep cash flow along the way, and then you sell it for a profit. And your model is or you're just building single family homes by themselves. Your model is more like, hey, buy a big, huge piece of land, and let's build
150 units, say
150 homes, right? Individual homes,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
But they're detached, 1,000 square feet, 2 to 3 bedroom units. Takes a little while to get it going, right? Because you have to, develop the land. But you're all in for about 11 million, let's just say, on 150 homes, and you're selling it for around the entire project for 30 million. Is that a fair summary?
Yeah.